In this video, take a detailed look at David the Wi-Fi lift logic. So, adding Wi-Fi to a lift logic, does it make the ultimate lift logic there is? Well, not really, because it's not really a feature you really want on a lift logic. If you really think about what you need for a lift logic, Wi-Fi isn't really the ultimate thing. It doesn't really achieve anything, but this company has tried to make a lift logic better than everyone else's by having Wi-Fi, and it really much feels like someone's just done a computer science course at university and they now think, I'm a computer science expert and I'm going to make my lift logic better than everyone else's. It's going to have future technologies which will outcompete everyone else because I'm going to have Wi-Fi. And that's all well and good, but they don't really understand fully what a lift logic's doing and the concept of it and what it's trying to do. And by the way, I actually did a 3-year computer science degree at university, and I know many people with this sort of mindset where it's all about the technology, but they just don't really understand the application they're working with. And with a lift logic, simply throwing technology like Wi-Fi at it is not going to make the lift logic any better. What does make it better would be to really understand what you're working with and just perfecting it. So let's just compare David the Wi-Fi lift logic with other lift logics. Let's say Schindler M series, which is so efficient and has perfect intelligent leveling. Schindler M series has perfected the shaft bar and tacho system, while David logic runs like it's a blind VF despite the fact it's shaft encoded. And let's compare it to Cone LCE. Cone LCE is a low level logic which has a really nice low level feel to it, and it's just so nice to work with. It really just sets out how nicely and well designed a lift logic can be. When David lift logic having Wi-Fi, obviously it's not going to be low level real time operating system, it's going to be more of a high level system. Well, lots of computer science people would think they high level for a task like a lift logic. Me personally, I think a low level real time operating system is much better for a lift logic. So let's now compare it to new Lester controls. Now, new Lester controls, although I really hate Lester controls, the actual interface for the engineer is just really nicely designed. And although David lift logic has Wi-Fi, you should be able to have a really nice interface on the app that connects through to Wi-Fi, but the interface isn't really that great and is nowhere near shows the information as nice to the engineer as the new Lester controls does. So you might have Wi-Fi and an app which you can use on your phone to control the lift and change its settings, but it doesn't really achieve much as a logic. But hey, it's still fun to see something a bit different. Let's take a look at how it works. And here is the David lift logic gadget. And before we can start with the Wi-Fi, we have to plug a gadget in to enable Wi-Fi, meaning that Wi-Fi is actually completely stupid and useless because you still have to take the gadget with you, which connects through serial to then enable Wi-Fi to access it on the app on your phone. And the app on your phone literally does no more than what the gadget does. It just gives you a very simple interface. There's so much more you can achieve with this. You could have like loads of readouts and complicated stuff on a well-designed phone app. But no, the Wi-Fi and phone app tells you no more than what the gadget does, meaning it's a completely unnecessary feature. So then, let's now take a detailed look at David, the Wi-Fi lift logic.
That's about the motor. Indicator settings should be... What the fuck are indicator settings? Door settings. There. So there we go. That's if the lift has LED in the LED screen, which it doesn't has. Overload message.
So it's basement.
Yeah, this is basement case. Keller, so basement. And if I now change this.
We can add 3 characters. Something really random. Yeah, do that. Minus plus K.
Minus plus J.
Minus plus J.
Let's do back to...
Minus plus J.
Right. I'm now calling the lift back up for us. The lift is now going up.
Let's see what the indicator will say when the lift arrives down at the basement.
Well, you already know it, don't you?
Possibly. What?
sideways cross shape.
As a crucifix.
Oh yes. The lift is actually a cow.
I think the lift is a cow.
Lift is just says the lift is traction VF controlled by a VF drive. Then we go how it accepts calls like collecting downwards calls and stuff. Then if the lift is part of a group or not. This isn't focusing very well. So it says no because the lift is not part of a group. That's everything here. Then we go back along to lift shaft. It says how many floors the lift has in total. Then we got which is the main floor, saying 2 because 1 is the basement and 2 is ground floor. Then it says there's not another main floor. That says what the lowest floor is, obviously 1. Then we go how many door sides there is. 1 door side only. The lift has is fully shaft encoded. This says it runs shit. Here it says the full speed is 1 meter per second. The DVF settings it says something different. Then we go along the next menu. Log outs of the floor. Let's see if we can log the top floor. How am I going to enter that? Be sure to enter this. I'm not sure. Then we got parking mode, so I can enable this. Set to yes. And parking timer. It actually should, so in 55 seconds the lift should go and park at the main floor. So this lift will now go down to ground floor in 50 seconds.
Okay.
It should still do this even if I close the menu. So then we got some other stuff that's about the weight of the lift. Then we got a fan inside the lift cab. Then we got emergency backup inspection log. So there we got this. Make sure that the relays from the motor which control the lift don't randomly switch when there's no reason for it. Then if we go down here, we got reaction when this trips, so emergency stop and cancel calls. Then we got this monitors the cab light, and the lift is now moving down. You can actually hear the lift starts going down now because it's in parking mode. Then we go, this monitors the cab light, so if the cab light fails, the lift could shut down. Then we got how long it will take, and stuff like this. Then we got brake monitoring, which is disabled for some reason, and what the lift will react like. So if we go temperature, like this monitors the temperature of the cabinet. That's from the motor. That's all those settings. So we got, of course, diagnostics. So here you can reset fouls and stuff. You can enter calls as well. Then you got a foul clock. Inspection speed. Cabinet inspection speed. Evacuation speed. There's lots of speeds here. It doesn't even go 1 meter a second in full speed.
Oh, doesn't it?
Maximum speed.
So that's acceleration, 0.5 meters a second squared. I'm guessing so that's S3 meters a second cubed, so that's axle jerk, that's how quick it snaps to acceleration.